My name is John Lash. I'm the Grand Master of the Feng Liu White Crane Taoist in Bern, Switzerland. Today I'm talking about the 2012 shift of ages and how the Chinese developed the journey of I Ching, Qigong, and Tai Chi to take people through this shift that's coming. To understand all the mystery traditions, all the ancient peoples predicted a change coming in 2012 into a new world of spirituality and love. To understand why they came up with this, you have to understand how Stone Age people saw the earth. For 1 million years, we lived here without war, without racism, without rich and poor, and without destroying the planet. The first Stone Age men saw that women had magic bodies. They make food from their body, they bleed without being wounded, and they have a nothingness, a vacuum, an emptiness at the center of their being. This was the vagina. And they saw that out of this emptiness, out of this nothingness, all energy manifested. Life came from there. All things came through the vagina. So these ancient men, they saw this, and they saw that new life came from there, a baby. And they wondered why. Why did this woman have this baby out of this nothingness? And then they saw her take the little baby and and put on the breast. She loves the little baby. That's why she had it. And then these men looked at the night sky and they saw it's an emptiness, a nothingness. So the universe was a great vagina. In fact, that's where the word universe arose. Uni came from the Sanskrit word yoni, which means vagina. So the vagina bears. So all tribes saw a great mother, and everything was born from this great mother, not created. It was born, which means that everything that exists is a family. The trees, the birds, the stones, all humans, the cow, the deer, we are all a family here of this great mother. And why did she do this? Because she loved us. Now, so the way the Chinese saw this was, in the beginning, this entire circle, the Tao, was black. It was a black circle with a white dot. This white dot was all the light, love, and compassion of the female. This was non-being. Nothing existed. And what is non-being? The soul, the spirit. So this was called the Wu Qi, and it was the sacred female soul of the universe. And everything that exists has at its center this sacred female soul, Wu Qi. The Wu Qi, the soul, gave birth to the physical, Tai Chi. So the spiritual and the physical, and in the center of all the physical, as I said, is the Wu Qi, the sacred female soul. And together that made Tao how everything is. These people saw the universe as sacred. because everything has this sacred soul. And that's why Lao Tzu said the universe is sacred. He said all things are ensouled and alive. The earth was a living being. The Greeks called it Gaia. It was an animal. It had a heart, and it had a pulse, this heart. It had what they called dragon bands, lines of energy, which in China is called feng shui, and in Northern Europe it was called the dragon bands. And the energy flows through there. And that's why they built their sacred sites like Stonehenge and the medicine wheel in Wyoming. And all these sacred structures were built on these energy lines, just like in your body, these chi lines. Now, I have a chi point right here. We all do. It hurts when I press it. This doesn't. This does. It's a chi point. It's used by acupuncture, acupressure, shiatsu, and in self-defense. What it is, it's a doorway to this stream of chi that flows through my body. The mother's body had these doorways also, sacred places. And so all people knew these sacred places. So they saw women as the doorway because of the vagina, because of this nothingness, this black hole. They saw as the sacred doorways of this great mother, Tao. Now, and so they worshipped women. And all the mother's love, all the mother's sacred energy flows to the women. This is why sex was the most sacred thing in the ancient world. Because in sex, the spiritual women is joined with the physical man. And it was only through entering the body of a female that a male could touch the sacredness of the great universe, the Tao. So, what this led to, like I say, was a sacred family of the Mother Earth, all here living together with respect for each other and seeing each other as sacred beings. And we trusted this sacred force in the universe. The Cheyenne Indian, when he went out to sing his buffalo songs, he trusted that Tonka Watonka, the great buffalo, was going to bring his buffalo children back. The Hopi Indian, when he danced, he trusted that the rain spirits would come and bring the water they needed. We went through life trusting this sacred power. Now that was Stone Age humans. Now this way of living everywhere on the earth, African tribes, Asian tribes, European tribes, American Indians, everywhere people lived this sacred way. Now a Chinese man, Lao Tzu, called this way Tao. If you had asked the Cheyenne Indian, what is your religion? What are your spiritual beliefs? He would have not known what to say. Because the physical and spiritual were not separated. He did not understand what you meant by spiritual beliefs or religion. He had none. He lived in the sacred family of the Great Mother. He got up in the morning, he caught a fish from the river. He thanked the fish for offering its life, that his life might continue. He washed his hands in the river. He thanked the river for flowing by his teepee. The sun came up in the morning. He thanked the sun for the sunshine, the warmth, and the beauty of everything, etc. Every second of his life was sacred. There was no second that was not sacred. Okay. And this way of living, there was no name for it, and Lao Tzu was trying to describe it because we had lost it. So he had to come up with a name, and he said, Tao. This is Tao, and we must return to it. Otherwise, we will destroy the planet and the great journey that we are making. Now the way of the Tao, you have to understand the beginnings of Taoism before I go further. The first Taoists were called the Tao Chia. They were the ones who believed in this old Stone Age relationship to the sacred, how people lived in this sacred world. This was the Tao Chi.